Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the bench. I was at the auto paint supply store picking up sandpaper and these scuff sheets, which I love. I use these on a lot of things. I prep my plastic surface. Sometimes if you don't need primer, you scuff up the surface. I was just getting a bunch of those and some cheap sandpaper. What do you have? 1200 grit. And he sells it by the sheet, which is pretty good for me. It lasts a long time. But customer next one goes, hey, Dave, the guy who works, says Dave owns it. He goes, you got that, the gun cleaner. He's all right, here it is. And he handed it to him. I said, what's that? He said, I clean all my spray guns out. I said, oh, wow. I said, can I use it on an airbrush? He said, oh, I airbrush all the time. Half and half, he says. He said, yeah, this is what you want. It even cleans out acrylics. And it's got this hose like a WD-40. And he told me he just blast it. If you take off the needles and you just blast it in there, it takes everything out. It clears the gun out. And he's right. I looked it up, and it does work on waterborne paint. And which is, believe it or not, it's tricky. I have my own formula that I use, and a bunch of others for acrylics. And hot water is one of my tips that I use. Hot water, super hot water. And still, it takes a lot to get acrylics out. And when he said it works with acrylics as well as solvents, I said, I'm all in. I'm going to try it. Now, it was a little bit more where I bought it, but it's only $15 for this giant can on Amazon. And for me, I guess this would last quite a bit. There's two kinds to choose from. I just grabbed this. There's also one from, I think it's 3M maybe. I'll put links to both of them. But the other one was a smaller bottle and a little bit lesser price, but $15 for this giant can is not bad. Now, I recommend a respirator with this. This is strong stuff, but it does get the job done. And you could spray some in here and put your needles or clogged nozzles in here, let it sit for a little bit. But its true thing, its true feature is to be able to blast, through that, through the whole housing of the gun, like that. See that? And sometimes he holds it right up to here. He told me he gets his nozzles and he blasts it out, and it takes everything out. Now, I have a needle pulled out of one of my airbrushes here, and you can see it's all got all dried paint on it. And I want to see how quickly it will actually just do that simple test, So let's put some on here. I'm going to give it a quick pull and see what we get. Oh, yeah, pulled a bunch off already. All right, now we'll do a little twist here. You got to go one way, don't stab your finger. And this was pretty dried on. Wow, it looks pretty good. And that was just a quickie. I guess I can load it up and let it sit for a second. He says it only has to sit for not even a minute, he told me, and he swears by it. So look at that. So that's why I wanted to try it. Now, this airbrush has been locked up. I think I left paint in it by accident, so I blasted some in here before the video started. You can see it sitting in there, and I couldn't move the button. So let's see if I can move it now. It was actually stuck. I couldn't pull it back. Oh, yeah, look at that. It loosened right up. All right. So now what we can do is, let me see. Let me grab my hose here. So let's spray some out. Yeah, it did have some dry paint in there. Yep. So what he said was, if you just take off your needles and take off the nozzle, you can just blast right through. Let's see if I can do this with my gloves on here. Hold on. Let's get my Leatherman knockoff here. There we go. All right. There we go. It's all in one as far as, is it the gallery? Yeah, the gallery is all one simple piece. All right. Yeah, and he told me he just goes ahead and blasts right through. And, but he does it in a controlled environment, which I don't think I got here. Let's try something here. Let me grab a rag. you guys have a nice wash basin or something like that, just place everything in it, and he says, and just blast it. Just keep your gloves on and blast away. I am going to see if we can do it like this. There we go. He said it cleans everything too. All right, it got in there. And then what he said was, let it sit a second or two, right? I grabbed this guy's ear because I thought I saw every product until I saw this. But I should have understood. They make everything out there now. And he says, that should dry everything off. And if you need to clean the nozzles, you can soak it, like I said, in a little cup. Or he told me he just blasts everything, and it's ready to go in literally just a minute. And which I think is pretty awesome. But he says if it's tricky, you can let it soak for a few minutes. But at that point, it's clean. He told me it is absolutely dead on clean. That's how efficient this stuff really is. Let's go ahead and put this nozzle back in. But the fact that it works with all kinds of paint, including acrylics, was awesome. All right, let's go ahead and put that back. Oh yeah, it was stuck before. Nope, right in. Here we go. Well, that's clean. That was stuck for quite a while. Let it soak. Sometimes I let it soak with acetone in it, and acetone and the thinners, they evaporate really quick. So I guess the effect of this blasting in it is pretty efficient. Now, also, let's see how much we can get out of it as far as soaking it goes. Let's try this. I'm going to cover this up, and I'm going to go like this. Let's see what we got. Oh, pretty good amount. Holy smoke. Look at that. So from there, let's go ahead and take the main nozzle off of mine. All right, just drop that in. And clean that up. And I guess you can cap that. He told me it doesn't have to sit that long because he's blasting it out and going right into the next unit, right into the next job, so to speak. Yeah, we'll let that sit for a sec. So I like this. This is pretty cool. Apply liberally to a clean, soft lint cloth and wipe the surface to be clean. Don't leave the cloth here. Attach the nozzle, the straw nozzle, and spray to hard-to-reach places and easily blast contaminants away. On clogged tips, remove the spray tip. On a twisting motion, gently attach the clogged tip to the gun cleaner. Spray it. Oh, they're telling you to pull it right up to here and blast through it. Top of the can, a spray button pointed away from you. Yep, so this ain't just blast it right out. It'll actually blast out any caked on paint. Yeah, I can see it's turned it a little bit of a color there. Let's go ahead, reach back here above my Asia CD, and let's just take these out. All right. And number 2. There we go. Now, I will put a lid on this. I will soak a few other parts. But his point of it was it's a non-weighting solution. You don't have to wait. You just blast it, and you're ready to go. Once it's through the gun, just hit it with some air, and it dries that quickly. All right, let's get my nozzle back in here on the swallowtail. There we go. Tricky, tricky. With the gloves and the camera where it is. All right. I don't have the protector cap on. And this one was pretty clogged too. Yeah, you try and do this. It's like working blindfold. That went right in. It was a little clogged before. Oh yeah, that's good. We are good. I gotta see where the cap is for the back. Where's the back? It's over here somewhere. So yeah, that is like I said, just a quick video, but I like finding new products like this, and this one really fits the bill. I have quite a few guns here that just need some work. I'm going to blast some stuff out of it. And let me tell you something. You don't need an ultrasonic cleaner with this. And I think that's the point he made. He said he used to put them in the cleaning machines, and I think that's what he meant. I think he meant an ultrasonic cleaner. And those got to sit a while, and you still got to get in and scrub. He said with this, barely any scrubbing required at all. Maybe a pipe cleaner. Well, this type, you get in there and once or twice, and you're done. But he told me he rarely needs anything other than this. And so I am quite impressed. Like I said, make sure you put a respirator on. It smells kind of like lacquer paint, lacquer thinner. And just to be safe. I'll put a link below for my favorite respirator. This is a Rhino. I'll put a link below for that. And I will put a link below for this universal cleaner. And I think there's one from 3M. It's a little cheaper, but the bottle is smaller. But I'm guessing it's the same results. So I will put those links there. And as I said, it was just a quick and easy video. Currently helping my wife through a rehab. She just had spinal surgery, and it was painful. The doctor told her, this is painful surgery. And it was. It's unbearable pain, and she can't really move much. And they implanted a TENS unit on her spine. I'll go over that in a personal video when I go over a few things for my big giveaway. But yeah, they had to put something on her spine to keep her out of pain, but this pain has to wear off, which isn't separate from the spine. It's just all the cutting open and the staples in her back, and it's just mad pain. So I'm helping her out quite a bit and make sure everything's okay. So with that, I figured I'd do a nice quick video, but this product I just got recently, I said we'll do this first, and let me show you some other videos that are coming up. I got some Atom paints here. These acrylic liner paints. These are the metallic box from Ammo. That is coming up fairly soon. I got new paint from AK Interactive. This is their Real Colors line. They replaced the old Real Colors line. Let me grab one of those. Here's the old line. This is the new line. This is Airbrush ready. And see that? So we're testing these out too. I got a whole bunch of these to try. And a few other things coming up. Also, I want to tell you guys that my Steel Apple is back in stock. Steel Apple, look at that color. And the 2K, the clears, the clear and the clear gloss and satin are back in stock at Gundam Pros. I'll put a link below for that. Those just showed up today. I think there's like 30 bottles of the high gloss 2K clear, which you guys have been asking for quite a while. They are back in stock and ready to go. Anyway, guys, that will do it for now. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video, and leave a comment below if you have any questions. And we aim for 2 videos a week. I have more to come, as I showed you, and I also have a new line of paint coming. I've already showed a few sneak peeks of that. What color is that? That's Seafoam Steel. Check that out. And these are going to be brushable, and these are going to be airbrush. So they're on the thicker side, which is different for me. So these are going to be a dual-purpose paint. What's this? Coral Alloy. Look at that. So those are coming very soon, I think before November. I have a thinner coming out, and we got some primers coming out. So it's a whole line, all going to come out at the same time. Very excited for this. You guys are going to love it when you see it. So stay tuned for that. One final thing, any fans of Iron Maiden, if you guys who see this in the corner of my bench, please watch the all-new show, Dystopia. It's on the Peacock app. Bruce Campbell is in it. That should tell you what kind of show it is. It's a horror series. A little campy, not too campy. It's pretty funny, but it's heavy on the heavy metal. All the bands from the late 80s, early 80s are in this thing. Then the soundtrack, the band, it's about a band. The show, and they play Iron Maiden. If you see that in the corner, watch this show, Dystopia with a Y. It's on Peacock. It's on the app. Cheap plug for them. You guys will thank me later. It's really good. Bruce Campbell is awesome from the Evil Dead series. He's in a little bit. He plays the sheriff. Anyway, guys, that is all. I went on a little too long here. Anyway, it was a quick video. I want to say, God, you guys have a great rest of your weekend. We will see you in the next video. You guys are the best. God bless you all, and have a great day.